Introduction to 3D Printing, CAD 107. Hi, Joe Cerrone. Today we're going to go through Lab 1A. We're going to go to the content section. And we're going to basically go through and learn how to use AutoCAD to model these little tags. We'll go to Lab 1A. We'll download that. And then we'll open that file. And what we have here is a title block with some instructions on it. What we're going to do is we're going to just start off just by creating shapes. Now, the way that AutoCAD works is you have these different tabs. You have the Home tab with the draw commands. And for today, we're going to just go through some real basic things here. Number one, you can enable this pull-down menu here by clicking on this little arrow here and enabling the menu bar. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. And I'm left mouse clicking. If we turn the wheel on the mouse, we change the magnification level. If you push the wheel on the mouse, you can pan it. You should use a mouse when you're using AutoCAD, a 3-button mouse with a scroll wheel. If you do not use a mouse, then you can go up here to the view commands and you can use pan. And real-time pan is this little hand, it just moves it around. Or you can use zoom window. And you can zoom in on that. And the idea behind this is just to use AutoCAD to be able to create these different shapes. And so we can go to the circle command and then we can just click in a spot here next to it. Since this one's already here kind of as an example, I'm just going to move it over to the right and then I'll just go up a couple of clicks and I'll draw a circle. And when we create three-dimensional models, we need to have boundary shapes. And so this circle is about 1 inch radius, it's about a 2-inch diameter. And I'll hit escape to clear out those grips. To make a rectangle, we click on the rectangle command. We can just go over here and make a rectangle. And then to make an ellipse, I'm going to use the center ellipse, and I'm basically just going to go here, drag it out to the side, and then make it like that. I'm going to zoom in down here on the bottom. I'm going to double click on the title and I'm going to change the initials to mine, and then I'm going to click off of that, and then I'm going to put my name on it by double clicking on that. And that completes the first page. On the second page, we'll click on this tab. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Express tools to explode the text, because text is treated as a vector geometry. And when we put text on using the text command, what happens is that it does not allow us to extrude it or to make it into 3D. So if I have my circle, and I'm going to just draw it again, and then I want to put in some text. I can go text, and I can go with single line or multi-line. I'm going to go with multi-line. It's a little easier, and I'm just going to put a little box here. I'm going to put Joe, and I'll hit the check mark. Now, if it's not directly in the middle, you can click on it and just move it like that. Hit escape to clear the grips. And then I'll do the same thing with the rectangle. If I want to do the rectangle again, I can go here. And then I can go to the text, multi-line, put a little box in here. And I could say, like that, green check mark it. Again, if you want to move it a little bit, you can do that. Hit escape. Same thing for the ellipse. Okay, I can just draw another ellipse. and then I can put text on it. I'm going to hit escape because it had this O snap on, and that's why it is snapping to the center of it. So if I turn that off and then I do multi-line text, it won't try to grab the center point. And I'll say like that. And again, you can move it to the center with a grip, hit escape. And then the next thing is to use the Express tools to explode the text. And so to be able to do that, you go up here to Express, Text, and then you say Explode Text. And then you can click on it. And hit Enter. And I'm going to explode the text next to it too, but before I do, I'm going to put my name on it by editing it. And so I'm going to double click here, and I'm going to put my name on it. Now I'll click off of it. I'll do it again. And I'll just put Alan on for this last one. All right, and so then again, to be able to model it, we're going to go Express, Text, and we're going to say Explode Text. And I'm going to explode that, and that. Hit Enter. And then if you zoom in, you'll notice that it's now vector geometry. And so it's circles, arcs, and lines. Again, come back out here, double click, finish the title block, put your name on it. And then we'll go to the third plate. On the third plate, we've already exploded these, so we'll go to the fourth plate. On the fourth plate, we're going to go here and we're going to use Extrude and Press Pull to model these. And so I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to move this one I'm going to go to, I'll leave it, I'm going to say Press Pull. Let's use Extrude. And so essentially, Extrude is typed in Extrude. You type in E-X-T-R-U-D-E. And if you want help on the Extrude command, you can hit the F1 key and type in Extrude in the help. It should go directly there, but it doesn't. Create a 3D solid by extruding. And so here's the Extrude command. And essentially what it does is it creates a three-dimensional shape from a two-dimensional shape. And so what we'll do is we'll extrude these letters, and the circle, I'm going to extrude the circle down, so I'll click on the circle. You have to double click in the viewport to make sure that it's active, and then type in Extrude. Select the circle, hit Enter, and I'm going to go down 0.1, and then I'm going to zoom in over here, and I'm going to extrude the letters up, and so I'll say Extrude, and I'll select this letter, and I'll select this one. And I can actually select all of them. Sometimes it's easier if you turn off the visual style. I'll hit Enter, and then I'll go up 0.1. I'll do it again on this piece right here. Same technique. I'll hit Escape. I'll type in Extrude. I'll select the base. I'll hit Enter. I'll go down 0.1. I'm going to turn off the visual style this time, and to do that, what I'll do is I'll say View, Visual Style 2D wireframe. And you can see it's 3D, but it's see-through. And so I'll extrude these up by saying extrude. And I'll select these letters. You can select them with a crossing window, which is a green window, or a non-crossing window, which is a blue window. I'll hit enter when I'm done selecting, and then I'll move that up 0.1. And you can see I missed a little bit, and so I'll come back over here and I'll extrude this piece. And one more time for this tag. On this tag, I'm going to use press pull, and what it should do is create a negative shape of the letters. And so, and I think I should have spelled it AN, but so we'll say press pull, and then we'll click in this boundary shape. Now, what you want to do is get it so that everything highlights right there. Click, and then pull it up. We'll say 0.1, enter. And then let's take a visual style of that. So it wasn't able to do that with press pull. I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to press pull these letters separately. So I was able to get the outer shape, and I'll just do it from the beginning. Let's undo. And we'll say press pull. And we'll push this one down this time. So we'll go down 0.1. And then while I'm still in press pull, I'm going to, what's happening here is it's snapping. And so I'm going to turn off the snap by typing snap. Or since it's still in the command, I'll just hit the F9 key.